Hey man, say man, what's the play, man?
Man, shit, man, trying to get rich.
I feel you. Season 2, what it do, man? Gotta stay true.
Oh, yes, sir, man. Shout out to my niggas at the 806er, Dallas Retrofit.
The first nigga to put us on the track. I always wondered like how it would come out, you know what I'm saying? I wanted a nigga to put a nigga on, say cheese. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a nigga to do it, you know what I'm saying? I wonder who was gonna be the first one. And the thing about it, because you ain't tagging me in the post. You ain't tagging us in the post at all. I don't know why.
Say cheese?
No, the song that you did, when you posted the first time, you didn't even tag me. I randomly heard that hoe, and I'm like,
which one? The one I recently just put out?
Not the recently. The one that you shouted us out on, because you're the first artist to actually shout us out on the song.
Oh, on No Dribble. Like, man, it's just like the personal relationships. Like, it's different because of the personal relationships of, like, you know what I mean? Like, I like outside of that, and it's like not to get to in my private life, but like people I know on a personal level. Like, so for me, it was just like it felt natural. It like I wasn't clout chasing or anything. It's like shout out to my nigga for the 806er. Shout out to my nigga at the 806er, man. Congratulations.
That was dazzle, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just the whole aspect of it, and even like niggas asked me, it's like I didn't make the list. I really actually don't really care at all. Like I'm glad
Which
that
list
people.
You talking about who? Rap Hard's list?
In the Rap Hard's list, like anybody's list.
Because actually, by the time that this comes out, we'll have dropped our list. And you're on my list, so I don't want you to be like, I didn't make the list. And then when niggas watching this, they're gonna be kind of confused.
No, but it's like this. Like I just appreciate it because it's putting Lubbock on another level that no one really expected to happen. Like people didn't like foresee this shit. Whenever I was started rapping, like in 2006, like I had no fucking clue that I'd be sitting here doing interviews and shit. Niggas was just happy to rap. Like, like at the time being, even for the money mattered, anything. Like some people had to go back into the shits based off passion. I know a lot of people that's on this list, and anybody that does this music shit locally, I know it's hard. Like, you know, to have to like deal with like the fact that people are gonna see you like as a local rapper, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? But like it's really just the aspect of it, you persevering and taking the courage to do this shit, because it takes a lot of sacrifice for anybody. From your time.
Real talk, I don't think most people really understand what it takes to be great in any aspect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like even saying how they always said Michael Jordan took 100 jump shots before the game. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's passion. Like, if that nigga didn't make it to the NBA, that nigga would probably still be shooting 100 jump shots. Like, just a fact. Just a fact. Like, whatever you're good at doing or what you enjoy doing, even if whether you got paid for it or not, you wouldn't. But it's up to a point now. We live in I mean, honestly, even Birdman said it. We're living in one of the best times to make money off of music.
On some real shit.
Like you don't need no record label. You need them necessarily for the aspect of putting you everywhere. Yeah. But far as like anything else, just like
you can actually do business now as a musician without.
Yeah, you know and if you generate that type of content and just stay at it, eventually it'll build. And whenever it builds, like what it's gonna wind up doing, those labels are gonna come to you and be like, hey, let's try to get you in these areas too, to the masses. Just like how when people pop up on the radio, like you be like, who the fuck is this? Yeah. You really be like, who the fuck is this?
No,
like,
but they usually have already been popping for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's just like it just got to you. If you knew that, like even like Waka Flocka, oh let's do it. Yeah. That record took 3 years for we seen it. Man, he was pushing that record for 3 years.
You think we still live in that same time? Where like
I think it's a little bit more advanced.
I remember the days when niggas have to like grind the record out like for a year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like with the rise of TikTok and things like that, like do you think
it's so many out like this motherfucker here will make you $1 million. Nigga. If you like, it's information in here that will make you $1 million. So whenever I see people bitching and complaining, even when I catch myself bitching and complaining about like why I can't do this, and then I'd be like, well shit, let me just go ahead and dig into this motherfucker right here and find out what I need to find out. And it's just like, in like motherfuckers ain't even going to college. Half the people that's millionaires right now don't like this upcoming millionaires don't have any college education. Some don't even have high school education.
Yeah, that formal education. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but I do want to let people know that they went and got information for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or on whatever kind of made them a genius on some real shit. You know
what the black nigga say on Players Club? The teacher, that nigga say, you wanna get the right information, do your research, do your own research. Nigga. Yeah, he woke Diamond up and shit. You know what I mean? She woke up like, wake your ass up, quit stripping. You know, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to the strippers too. I know it's a hard job, and for real, like on some serious shit with everything. No matter what anybody doing, I just want to shout out y'all as people. Like, just importantly, like no matter what you're doing, like we all experiencing a crazy time.
Did you get to see our OnlyFans debate?
Man, you know I might have, man, and. Oh man, do you want me to keep it funky about my opinion on it? Or?
Oh yeah. I'm saying if you know what I'm about to ask or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
It's a hustle, man. I just like me. All right, it go both ways, and this is the way to look at it. It's a nigga that's like, I'm not willing to pay $30 to see you naked, which I know most niggas be capping. They gonna pay that 30. You nigga, they gotta use grandma card or whatever. But like, I just come from an era like, if you know what I'm saying, like that ain't even something that you indulge in. Like if it just so happened, like she sent me some shit, be like, oh shit, she sent me some news, cool. But like, I'm not gonna be the type of nigga to be thirsty, be like,
and go get you a subscription.
Yeah, like unless it's already established between us two. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna be like, hey, show me your pussy. Like no bullshit. Like I ain't gonna do no shit like that. Like it's and OnlyFans though, like it's the same aspect of you that interested, and this is respect to the women that do it. And if niggas do it, whatever, like nigga, like that's a real income. You know, Sauce Walker, what is her name? Bambi.
Bambi? Oh, his girlfriend.
Yeah, brought in 2 M's.
Man, what for?
In a month.
I can believe it. Damn.
In a month, nigga, on OnlyFans. So how can I not?
And he got Miss Megan on there. His manager actually is, you know what I'm saying, getting the money too. The part that's funny though, it's just like I feel like, you know, and maybe like I don't know. I'm gonna leave that out of that. That might be politically incorrect. All right, so but just generally in the aspect, like if I was on that hoe doing the helicopter, I might get some bread, but like I ain't finna get no bread. Like Bambi finna get some bread. Like a nigga is, and just like how like niggas gotta take into consideration when niggas used to, like back in the day, like older niggas had to order like porn on pay-per-view. Like you had to order it. Like it was, you know what I mean? just crazy at time, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy at time change.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, it's more, man. You remember a nigga finding like your Uncle Dirty magazine? You thought that was like, like nigga, that was nigga. Go tell your partners, man. My uncle got this penthouse.
We'll all group up and watch it and look at, not even watch, but look at the magazine. Shit, it was more.
What's crazy? It was more literature than it was ass and titties on there. Like it's actually shit to read on that bitch. Yeah. Long walks on the beach looking at. Like like they was illustrating porn before Pornhub existed. Niggas
real talk. But
like OnlyFans, I really don't have anything against it. More power people to it. But like you know what I'm saying. But even the aspect of it, people take it wrong. Like you ain't got showing ass and titties. You heard about that one actor? She's talking about, I'm finna go play with my toys, and she really pulled out like some toys, like a train set, and like bro, she made like $1 million in like 24 hours.
For real.
OnlyFans is what you created, so if I come on that hoe trying to do my, like, you know, my Iverson crossover moves, that's what you paid for. You thought you was gonna see somebody do the helicopter?
So Danny told me every month they had to like renew your subscription. So that's what kind of like keeps people kind of like having to be innovative in terms of the content or whatever, because every month they have to renew a subscription. It's not like automatic.
Like they don't have to make new content.
No, like the even though you got my card in here, I have to sign up for your feed again every month. It's not
it makes sense. That's how they would make money. It's not like
it's not an automatic thing. So like not just just because I sign up to your feed, your OnlyFans account doesn't mean that I'm gonna still have access to it next month. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back and sign up again manually. It's not like on no auto.
So they finessing niggas with the lifetime membership.
Yeah, but there ain't no lifetime membership where it makes the people that are like the creators, they gotta really be good at their shit, because you gotta make me come back and sign up next month. I don't just automatically keep your shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I gotta come back and sign up. So
maybe they need to do what the lady did with Like the train, like, look, like, I already know, like, no cap, because it be like, this where niggas gotta understand this shit too. Niggas that got bread don't give a fuck about buying the OnlyFans. Them niggas with money, just like niggas in the strip club, I could never throw no money. Look, a nigga that got that shit the right way, the long way, the strong way, man, that nigga ain't tripping, that nigga pay that. Like, nigga, what yo got, he say, give you a band of fuck. Yeah, nigga, he'd rather pay you $1,000 than try to get to know you. Like, I don't care to get to know you.
Yeah.
Like, niggas have to understand that it's levels. The reason you think that way is probably because you don't have it that way. And I ain't gonna say it on all niggas, because it's really some niggas that's just truly player. They ain't just ain't gonna play for no coochie.
Yeah, a little there.
So they say, because I consider like anything is an investment. If you have to pay $16 for the movie date,
you know what I'm saying,
$30 for the dinner,
investment.
You have to, might be a little slight. You might not know this, but it's one bill, like $100 bill dispersed.
Yeah. No, I'm just real talk. You spend on the Uber to get there. You know what I'm saying? The movies. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, might borrow your partner ride or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gas it up and give it back. You know what I'm saying? All that's the cost to make it happen.
For 30 seconds of excitement.
Man.
No, just
so 2020 was a wild ass year. You know what I'm saying? How did 2020 treat you, man?
Man, I've ultimately just been blessed, man. Just like we all go through our shit. You know what I'm saying? We all go through our shit, and I tell you shit, and like working 9 to 5, shit like that, just trying to maintain and shit like that, doing this music shit, and still trying to master all of this and try to master this shit we call life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't complain. I'm ultimately blessed. I'm right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not real shit.
Like really, really blessed, and really, I would say for some people, this is the best shit that done ever happened for some motherfuckers in their life. Yeah. Like outside of I can't really say the thing, but the thing that's floating around got everybody like Resident Evil.
You scared to say it or what?
Shit, nigga, do you want the G-Man at your door?
You want the G-Man or what?
Look, we don't even need
the little comment under your video.
Look, bro, we trying to get the captions back. We trying to get the captions back.
You hear me? So, they're taking everything for anything.
So bro. We just gonna we not even gonna do that. We be on KCBD for exploit some shit that we want. The shit that got everybody out here little weary, man.
Yeah,
all that,
wear masks and shit.
Yeah, wear your mask. For real, wear your mask, man. Like, and that's one thing importantly, like, wear your fucking mask. I know it sucks. It be hot than a motherfucker be getting acne and shit that he ain't never had before and shit. Just
ears be strong than a hoe and shit.
Ears strong than a bitch. You didn't even know the most can withstand on it.
Real talk, man. My ear be sore than a bitch sometimes. Man.
Nigga wearing a mask along, like everybody look like Sub-Zero and Melina and shit. Like
it's crazy how like it's just. I went to the mall earlier today, and you can see like a square old white dude, but he might have like a killer mask or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? You kind of see different people's personality with their mask and stuff like that.
Look, man, this all I'm saying. I don't want to sound conspiracy theorist when I say this, man, but like it really be on like some real life purge shit. Like, nigga, I fucking like the economy's declining. Niggas wearing masks, and like you said last interview, and I actually took this to heart. Yeah. Niggas just mad because it's the coronavirus. Like, I'm sorry, I said it. I'm sorry. Yeah. The fucking C-19, that shit got people in the house walking around with masks. Motherfuckers that already have problems.
Yeah, I remember that part. Cause for some reason, every time I go to YouTube, it picks it up right at that part.
Like, so it'd be like, I blame it on the pandemic, and which in the aspect of it, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, being grounded. Like, it's really like being grounded, like, and your parents is not letting up on your ass going outside. Like, you done did a couple, we done had other serious, like Ebola could have been just as serious, but it was contained fast.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I remember like they was all getting frantic like this, and I think that was the thing. We've had so many scares that we just been like, all right, yeah, whatever, nigga. Like
2020 is definitely earned its. We're never gonna forget it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes they try to like manufacture a certain hype for a year, like year 2000, they try to make it a big year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But 2020 definitely earned.
Yeah. Like, I know we all wish it was fake news.
Yeah. You feel me? Like
fake news.
Like, and it's crazy how like even even with that in 2020 we voted out Donald Trump. Did you see that coming?
Man, look, man, like this is 2020. Things are so weird. When I was growing up, presidential elections lasted like the longest 3 days. Like I still feel like we're still going like cuz ain't letting up. Like cuz like look, bro. Like you done look you done fuck me over, bro. Like I like nigga, you fuck ass nigga. Like you done fuck me over. Like nigga, I know these niggas don't like me, but nigga, some of these niggas love me out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. Like it's like no matter how we see it, and I mean us is like maybe minorities are just in a different culture. We see like the things of that Donald Trump speaks, but like I said, like it's a lot of shit that like people don't know. Like you don't know that prison reform, a lot of people that went to jail on drug related crimes that was nonviolent.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, Bill Clinton actually the one that sent you in there.
Yeah,
funny thing is,
it was written by what's homie name? Joe Biden.
Yeah, yep. and you know, your big dog like Big DT, he ain't the perfect person, but he actually upped the percentage on prison reform. It's a lot of people that went home from prison that was nonviolent, just drug related crimes. Like even in the aspect of it, just like I'm not gonna get too preachy. So
earlier, I heard you say you spoke to how 2020 was a good year for a lot of people if you were in the know in certain aspects. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. I thought it was going to be a lot of transference of wealth, but I learned that habits of people, and everybody, including myself, you know what I'm saying, they overtake things. But a lot of people did come up in 2020, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like
Do you attribute that to Donald Trump, or do you attribute that to, like, I
attribute that to self. Like, only reason I say that, you like the saying they say, you don't know how strong you are until you have to be that strong.
Yeah.
Like, some people in the situation, like, shit, some people just woke their hustle up in a major way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people, it made them really have to get up and get off their ass and actually, like, damn, I actually gotta go to work and, like, just to make ends meet, because certain things, like, funny thing is about it, like, life still goes on for us. Like, even with all this going on, like, we're one of the countries, like, people ain't being stimulated, whether it was, like, since then.
You think we'll get a stimulus?
I don't know. Like, honestly, like, it's hard to say, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I can say is just, you know, be resilient and be self-reliant. That's the only thing I can really tell you, because we've been in this crisis. Like, look, in January, in 3 more months, we've been at this for a year. And you got $1,200 barely, like, in a real American, like, cost of living, like, $1,200 won't even last you 3 weeks. Like, stretch, even to maybe next month, stretching it, and that's considering bills, fucking all the other expenses that we have. And we're like one of the only countries that, like, you know what I'm saying, legitimately, this is the part that kills me. We're legitimately like one of the only countries that haven't got stimulated a second time. In Canada, like, they're getting stimulated every month. Like,
are they paying for all they bills,
like,
bro?
nah, like, they mortgages, everything's covered.
Yeah.
And we can say per capita or whatever, but we ain't gonna get into the politics part of it and the numbers shit. But, like, just generally in that aspect, like, when you really think about like that shit, like, it's really like, it's either a fight or flight type thing. And then it's so, like, unemployment so high, like, hell, like, even in the process of, like, losing a job, like, trying to get in there, it's like damn near like trying to get to the DMV physically.
I had to call, like, literally for like 2 or 3 weeks straight every day before I could.
I know it. Like, I had a homeboy to call for like a month. I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna go get another job. Fuck it. Like, fuck this. Like,
so what's the craziest thing that happened to you in 2020?
Shit, man. Really?
Or the craziest thing, like, or the craziest headline that you remember?
Man, really just the fucking, like, pandemic, bro. Like, but I mean, other than that, because life's been pretty normal, man. Like, I mean, I've been making my music, everything like that. I know I've been prolonging you niggas on Gates World too. I promise you, it's coming out next year. I assure you. Like, it's already done. It's in the works. Everything's set on that for the fans and people that don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll put the information in there. I don't want to, you know, get too too overly over with it, but like I'm gonna put that out there. But like I mean, ultimately, man, I would say like it really kind of just showed me my sense of optimism and what you really put in this universe comes back to you because like shit, I lost my gig in the process of that. See, like this is the thing about it too, like
upgraded.
Like it just pushed me. It motivate me to push further, and I go through everyday life shit just like anybody else with the emotions that we go through. Every emotion that you can think of, trying to prosper and just make it to the day. Every day, I go through it just like you and just like Nip, man. I just don't quit. Like that's the only difference. I don't quit. Like if this shit didn't like, and that was one of the realest. I don't really get into memes like that, but it's funny how much they resonate to real life. That's why they funny to you. Like it's
real talk. Like that's why certain things do go viral. You know what I'm saying? Our ability to relate, or they relate on a mass level. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit.
Yeah, and it goes to that aspect of it. Just
ain't it crazy to think that Kobe Bryant died in 2020?
Man, look, bro.
Didn't haven't so many things happened since then that you.
It's like so many people like worth like that we like value have died. Like Kobe Bryant, Debo just died. Debo. No, I'm just playing. Rest in peace to Tiny Lester Zusto. But Kobe Bryant, man, I think like, and for us growing up, I'm a diehard Lakers fan. And really, what's so funny, I was an Iverson fan. Yeah. But Kobe went so hard in that championship. I knew then when I was a teenager, I'm like, that's who I fuck with. Like I fuck with him. Like Jordan, I was a kid. We just it was like we knew Space Jam. He was a good basketball player. We didn't really appreciate that greatness till we probably got into like our adolescence. Like
we understand what we were watching.
Once you got into sports or you like something like that, you was like, oh man, this nigga really was that nigga. But like for me, it was Kobe. Like Kobe and then LeBron. Like I fuck with LeBron because he's relentless. Like people give him a lot of flack about he went to the champ. This nigga went to the championship. Is it 9 or 10 times now?
I don't even know that. I just know that he's gone with every team that he's been with. Yeah,
like in that aspect of that, and he
every team.
Yeah, and he it shows.
You think LeBron's better than Jordan?
I just don't even think it's a category to compare. Like it's just like LeBron is LeBron and Jordan.
Jordan's in his own category, or LeBron's in his own category.
I mean, shit, really. I mean, let's be honest, man. Jordan, but like, I feel like LeBron already created that legacy for him. People think that it's only like this one Hollander. There can only be one type shit. That that doesn't even make sense. Like in his era, like he's gonna do different things that Jordan maybe didn't do. Jordan definitely did things that he hasn't done, and even. I think far as that, I would say Jordan if we just had to pick one. Like, the only reason I would say Jordan is just mainly for the fact any amount of time he really when he was in rare form, it was in a short time span. Like through the 90s, he won a majority of all the fucking championships. Like, and I feel like him and LeBron are very synonymous. Yeah. Because they know how to formulate a team around them. Like it's never just one player. Like
people always said, or
unless you call me,
people felt like Jordan, not even Jordan, but that LeBron didn't have that killer instinct. Do you think that's still the reputation that he has?
I mean, it's hard to say because I mean, you when you watch the games, you see how passionate he is. Like you know what I'm saying. Like and even anything you're passionate about, you're damn near willing to die about it. Like you can see, like if you ever watch like a Peyton Manning game, you seen him across the field, this nigga face was just like this. Like ugly than a bitch. Like nigga just look mad than a motherfucking Belichick. Whenever Tom Brady in there, that nigga look constipated all the fucking time, but this nigga winning Super Bowls consistently. Like when you have that type of passion, like you can see it. You can see it in Jordan's face. You can see it in Kobe's face. Anybody that's serious, you see that emotion. That's a part of being human. You just see that emotion. Like even like how we come to music. Like some people get through their problems listening to music and shit. Like I know, like if I want to get through some shit, I'm gonna listen to some Sade or Anita Baker or or I might listen to some Lil Boosie or fucking Zero, Nipsey, some shit like that myself. Like anybody, and it's just like even in the aspect of it, like even like street music, because I notice like people that don't do street music, they give it a lot of flack, but you have to really come from them circumstances.
The people that don't do street music or conscious rappers.
Well, not because it's conscious rappers that listen to trap music. I know this wholeheartedly.
Yeah, Cole. Cole.
Yeah, Cole, like, and you can tell, like, even like they have a song with 21 Savage and 20 on pussy. You gonna die, pussy. Like, but nah, like for real, like it's just like in the aspect of it, because some people give it flack because. And this is something that we need to change as a culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kill it. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. If I ain't saying shit else, bro, live your life. Stop, like, trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like, flex on, like, it's not even fact. If you flex and do your goddamn thing. But, like, stop belittling people because, like, of lesser shit. This is what drives these niggas that want to, like, kill you and shit.
And rob you.
Like, this is shit to be driving them to kill you and rob you. Be like, these bitch ass niggas, like, bro, they from a circumstance, like, you know what I mean? Like, they ain't got it like that. And they probably would be more motivated if you went out your way to say, like, and now you ain't even got to give them shit. Give them some game. Give them some knowledge to go along with. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, teach these niggas something different. These young niggas out here killing each other because the generation before, they didn't teach them no different. My generation before didn't teach us anything different. Like, we know the elements of survival into where we come from. You feel me? Like, so it's like deeper than what niggas try to like make this shit out to be. And it's just like, even with it, like, and I'm still like a little fucked up. Like, Black Lives Matter ain't no fucking terrorist group, bro. Like, you, like, and it's just like, and no offense, you wouldn't understand that unless you were black. For real. You wouldn't even understand that unless you were black.
I don't see what's so hard to understand that Black Lives Matter stands for Black Lives Matter too.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They act like we out here with like, nigga, like, I can understand, like, you know what I'm saying, if like you like shit, Black Lives Matter, Trap Lives Matter, shit, all lives fucking matter, man. Like, but it's in the aspect of it, like, just even like if you like have a real quick, have a what is it, time to kill moment with me. Close your eyes and picture you being a African American. It don't even matter your gender because it happens to both. And you know what I'm saying? Think like you being pulled over in a city in a city where this shit really is going on. Like, Lubbock, when people make that fuss, I'm like, it really ain't that serious. Yeah. Like, but like in cities where this shit really going on, or it could happen in this city, but where it's happening, you back here and you don't know if this gonna be the last time you gonna see your family, or this the last time you gonna, like, these people that got killed on camera and shit, like, they had no intentions
of not making it home that night.
Like, and they didn't have a doubt that they weren't going to see their kids, or they weren't going to see some shit like that. And what they need to understand is that life is really fucking like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pulling us down, like, even into the fact of even showing this. And I feel like even the media has a big part to play in this, because just like, if you're oppressed about something, you're never gonna move forward. Yeah. Like, you're never gonna move forward because oh man, they did this. They want you to think like that. They want you to think of these low vibrations of yourself so you don't ever transcend. But like, back to the story, because I was over here rambling and shit, but being in a car and they pull a gun on you, or anything that can happen, like, you know, that could possibly go wrong, it does. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the part that, like, it sucks because, like, it happens, and maybe it happens in different colors, but it's not exploited on television. Yeah,
as much. Do you think it's more? Do you think like it's like a rise in occurrence, or just the rise in the coverage?
I would say,
you know what I'm saying?
I would say a rise in the coverage, because this shit been happening. Yeah. Like, this is the thing about it. Like, the only thing that makes the world different, this shit y'all think, like mass shootings and shit like that. If y'all know anything about like cocaine cowboys or anything like that, back in the 80s and shit, it wasn't no social media and shit, but like the whole world knew like that. Dade County, like, nigga, they was out there murking people. Yeah. Like, they was really out there.
Grizel there now?
Yeah. Like, and just like shit like that. Do you remember, do you remember the time, like, whenever they said that black dude got a rope tied around his neck and they drove him down? Like, like, it was like back in the 90s. For real? Yeah, like, this shit was back in the 90s. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wasn't no social media then. Like, this shit been happening. Like, motherfucking cops, like, even if you talk about, like, the civil riots and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, even when we talk about the civil rights, there was shit on camera that was unexplainable. It was times like Rosewood, shit like that, shit like where like law enforcement was played in. It just wasn't no camera. So I would say not an occurrence. This shit been happening. It's just an occurrence in the media. Like definitely, because it's no other way that they're like, and that's the thing about journalism. They're not gonna show you shit that's gonna bore you out. They want some shit that draws you in.
Yeah.
Like if the news was boring 24/7, you wouldn't watch it. Like I even try to catch the 10 o'clock news just to see what the fuck done happened. I remember one time I was in Dallas, fool, crazy as shit, and it's like on some like movie shit. So I don't know necessarily the dude, but like the dude had like fucking like a satchel charge and like explosives in a van and shit. Nigga, he ran through the Dallas police station, like ran through that hole, like ran into it, and like nigga had them chase him. Nigga, I guess somehow, some way they used a satchel charge and blew his shit up.